Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Stationeers. So we're revisiting this today. In fact, I'm hoping to revisit some more things on the channel as we used to. And Stationeers is a near and dear to my heart sort of game. I haven't touched it in a year or two, so it should be exciting to bring it back. People who've been with the channel for a while, probably familiar. This was one of my first sort of channel games, before even Hard Space, if you'd believe it. So, background on Stationeers. It is an incredibly complex sort of survival simulation set on other planetary bodies. It's gone through ups and downs in early access. The group Rocketworks went on to make Icarus, which I think found moderate success in the mainstream. It looked like they might have abandoned Stationeers for a while there. They swore they hadn't, and lo and behold, they're actually been aggressively updating the development on Stationeers. I've been tracking it in the background for the past, I don't know, 6 months, something like that. So I want to come back to it and see where it's at. Yeah, so you can probably dig through the channel, there's a shitload of videos. I'm going in basically blind and rusty since then, so we'll see how we go. A few things to note going in. As far as I understand, state change is not a thing in this game, which is tragic because a lot of the experiments and things that I really pursued back in the day revolve around state change from, say, like liquid to gas and vice versa. So playing with turbines and that sort of thing, trying to get that I can understand why it doesn't work in this game because it doesn't necessarily have an energy exchange built in from the essentially explosive state change reaction. And the other thing is like refrigeration and cooling has always been a really interesting problem with this game. Something that I used to use a lot was sort of vacuum 0 degree cooling, but apparently that's been patched out as a bit more of an exploit, which is cool. Unfortunately, it means you have to lean onto the more... This game has a lot of black box items like the air conditioning unit, for example. You know, coolant goes in, air goes out. Don't ask any fucking questions how it does it. Anyway, so there's a little background. It deserves a bit of an intro because I have a bit of a background. We will go New World. You can travel between all the planetoids and all that now. So what's in here? We've got Moon. Now, Moon's not necessarily as easy as you would think because there's no atmosphere. So while that mitigates some problems like air locking, it makes cooling interesting because especially if you can't do zero vacuum cooling or whatever you'd like to call it, basically this game had a model where you could aggressively leave things in a vacuum state to cool. And while I think that's technically possible in real life, it's not nearly as aggressive as it was in this game. Mars is probably your stock standard, right? Europa's hard and very cold. Mimas, I can't remember, what's the deal with Mimas? I can't remember the trick. Solar angle. Vulcan's brutal. Asteroid belt should be creative mode. And Venus we did a bit of as well, and that sort of is a bit of a doozy. It takes a lot of pressure issues that you're going to have. If you don't build your buildings right, you'll blow the walls off of them, that sort of thing. I think Mars is probably the smart move. Going back in. This is cool. This UI has changed a bit. Save name Mars. Normal. That seems normal, right? Oh, you've got food and water these days, of course, yes. Oh, geez, we'll go in. We'll see how we go. Like I said, I haven't really thought this through. You kind of have to have a plan and move fast at the beginning. Oh, God, this is like coming home. All right, I can change my hands with E. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's right, the Q is the drop button. Yeah, so you've got this weird hand manipulation issue which triggers a lot of people. I see what they're going for, and once you play with it a bit, you get used to it. Okay, first things first, we're probably going to want to get a base going. We'll do that with iron frames. What's the sort of... Got to figure out how the blocks are... Oh yeah, okay, that looks pretty good to me. Like that. I guess we could do that. Can't see why you wouldn't want to do that. Oh, and we'll put that there. Alright, we'll go 2x2. We want to airlock. Do we want to airlock as soon as possible? How are we going to go for cooling? Nighttime it's going to get cold. Well, current temperature is 10 degrees. External. I don't know if... Because you get storms, I believe? Oh my god, I'm so rusty at this. This is great. Okay, inventory. No, backpack. What is backpack? 3, 4. All right. I think I can use Alt these days as well to drag. That's handy. Cool. Let's get some plates. See what we can remember. So we'll open up our tool belt, and you can drag out your welding torch, right? And you put it in your active hand. Now, O should be the active button. Jeez, I played this for a while. And this, for people that have never, you know, maybe they're curious, because the game doesn't explain it very well. Though, they've got all tutorials. O turns things on and off. You can see it's got a pretty aggressive gas system. You can see it all just moving around, and the pressure would be changing as well. And then you put the sheets in your offhand, essentially, to weld with that. Let's network analyze. We're probably not going to need any of that crap just yet. Let's see. We need to also get sort of rudimentary production up and going. One thing, while I'm sort of showing people how it works, you've got a mining belt as well. You can sort of switch them back and forth between the mining and the tool belt. If you were to pull out this excavator tool, you can drill out the environment as well. So that's handy. That's handy to know. So they're your main basics that'll get you going. Okay, cool. So what else have we got to start with? We've got some batteries, some bits and bobs, sensor kit. Yeah, okay, because we're going to want to get power up and running. Want to get some food going. We seem to have an oxygen tank. Do we have water? We might have it in, here we go, in the form of water bottles. Right. We've got lockers. That's kind of cool. Tables. Ground penetrating radar. That's quite generous. Got a microwave as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the starting kit has changed quite a bit. All these sort of like ice farmables, they're all good as long as you leave them alone. But as soon as you start digging them out, they will potentially evaporate if they're in the wrong temperature. So you might find that you can put them in your mining belt and they'll stay like that. That acts as a sort of a magic space for your ore, or at least it used to. Okay, cool. Well, I guess let's start building a base up. I think we'll be all right with pressure. No, let's just be safe than sorry, right? Can I equip that into my? I can with F. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll actually build walls up as well, I think. The only other, I don't know, maybe we just get the industry going as soon as possible, because I'm not really sure how badly we need to. I think we might want to lock everything down when the storms come, but we'll just see how we go for starters. Auto lathe, what we really want is an arc furnace. We really want that. We want an auto lathe as well. So let's just make a, I don't know, a workshop strip here. Yeah, we're going to have to get power going, obviously. Now, is it page up and page down is rotate? Yeah, I still remember all these controls being a bit shit. Might do it like that, so it's a little easier to access. Now, this releases gases when it like if you put a iron or copper or something in there, very specific waste gases at certain ratios will eject. And having a capture device for them is probably not a bad idea. Cool. So I want to build that and that. As far as power goes, maybe we just create like a sort of power board. E to switch hands. I'm moving slow, but it's coming back to me. Turn on, please. Okay. That also, you have to make your own fuel mix as well, and it will have contaminants and pollutants and that. So if you do make an inside base, which you should aim to eventually, you're going to start running into breathability problems potentially. All right, we need a power controller. A generator is probably not a bad idea. Solar panel, obviously. Though, if we can elevate it, that would be ideal. I think it's just, it's the basic bitch solar panel that just sort of sits out in the open. Let's just plonk that down as well, bugger it, right? So we'll put it, we might align this a little bit more agreeably. Like that. And we'll put a string of power controllers. If we do like that, and maybe we do that. Right? Oh, cool. They look a little bit different from what I recall. You grab your crowbar out. You can open them up. You can put a little power block in them. So these act as a pass-through. What we're probably going to want to do is grab batteries. God, this is cool. Coming back to this, we'll see what people think. If you're keen, I'm happy to do more episodes. Door, no, we won't need that. Was that sensors? Yeah, we'll get to that if we do tracking and all that. I think that's more, like, they seem pretty fixated on giving you an airlock, an automated airlock system. Solid fuel generator will take, where would be a good place? I suppose we could just plonk it here. Just got to make sure we don't, like, short circuit anything. Maybe on the end here. Okay. Let's extend my little work platform out a bit. Little work strip. We'll put this away. Alright. Oh. You can actually build these up to a higher level. Like, as in, I'll show you. And so that's actually kind of 100%, unless they've changed it. It's insulation, like 100%, no leakage, no nothing. Exploitable? Sure, yeah, I guess. You can run cables through it and then seal it and that sort of stuff. But also probably a core part of just how the game works, right? Okay, so we'll put this solid fuel generator. I mean, I guess the fuel would go in there. Yep, power around the back. Yep, that'll be good. That'll be good. So we have limited cables. Cables actually are one of the things that might brick you if you're not careful in the early. Until we can make our own copper. So what we will prioritize now is we'll get this. This will act as our power source for the moment. And I guess we can do that. And we'll have this as like our main power strip. Is this power there? That's data and that's power. Okay. Okay. Do I need to stick that further under? I think that might be enough to connect. Oh man, this is exciting. I mean, who knows? My time with Stationeers and my base, my community may have moved on, you know? Who really knows? Now, I can't remember how welding and two auto sheets. 2 sheets, sorry. Yep, we can do that. Alright, 4 cable coil. Right. Weld saved, okay, I guess that's a good thing. Will you tell me what I need now? Welding and 2 plastic sheets. Okay, we can do that. We'll have a stack of plastic in here somewhere. There it is there. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Gets very dark. Make sure you do not go out. We probably need the electron. Oh, I think this... I can't remember. Does this also make... I think it makes cables, but less efficiently. We've got a... Well, we'll need an electronics printer anyway. And we make it from this. Okay, so we flick the switch. Got power. Green. Flick this on. So there's everything has master power and all that. And, you know, it's got a very carrier command 2 sort of large button interface, but there's a complexity within that. You can sort of scroll through here, and these are all the things that we can manufacture. But what we really want is this, an electronics printer will probably be the thing. You mouse over it and it'll tell you what you need in ingots, right? Which ultimately will come from this little machine. Now, is that the data? And that's the power. It's not supposed to really be a tutorial, but like, I have learnings that I spent kind of years figuring out. This game's very complicated, so I might as well impart what I can. We can turn that on. You would put the ore in and close it. Yeah, you don't want to go out at night time, because if you were to like turn the light off, good luck. You get lost really easy. There's a few tricks, there's trackers and all that you can use. A few party tricks to keep track of yourself. You can, the world location we're in should be origin 0, so you can put a like a cartographic, I don't know what it's called, but there's a chip that will give you your GPS location relative in the world environment, and you can work that out and run back to origin if you build your base here. You can see here as well, this is flashing up. Like when it draws, it will. Well, actually, no. Just red just means that it's drawing, basically. We'll just turn that off because we're obviously not putting power through it. We'll just put these in series as essentially a rudimentary power storage buffer, whatever you'd like to call it. Redundancy, that's how my brain works. Everything's got to have a redundancy contingency. Professional habit, I suppose. So you can see here that this will be the in. You got to be careful you don't get this sort of shit wrong, because you'll short circuit stuff. And we'll do the same thing as well for this. Now this is just a coal generator, so you stick coal ore in it for a bit of a zip. But you probably do not want to rely on coal power if you can help it. The more automation in these sort of games you can do, the better. So that's good. So what we really want is another battery. There'll be one in there somewhere, or it'll be in something. Oh, here we go. This ground penetrating radar. Probably not gonna really use that just yet. It's good for sort of mining, basically. Used to be you had to work to get that, but not anymore, I suppose. So you can see here, that's charging. That's why this is green. She's all good, and that's draining as it basically back charges this. It's a huge jump between these battery sizes, small and large. Okay, what do I need to build you? 1 glass sheet. Okay, I can do that. There. So this might get blocked by the sun. The sun might get blocked a little bit, but whatever. It's something better than nothing. We can just leave that at the moment, because I don't think there's passive waste or draw, like the way resistance in cables and all that works. I believe if you just leave it like that, you're fine. Your batteries won't decay. I don't think they have like a heat decay to them, but I can't be sure, because this game you can superheat things and make, furnaces and all sorts of stuff. So at the same time, if there is a sort of, I suppose, yeah, I'm still fence sitting. I don't know for sure. Is probably the correct position to hold. Oh, there's some coal there. There's some coal there. Well, I guess we could mine some of that. Grab that. Oops. Oh, please no. Roll out into the darkness. Should be able to hold in 50 stacks. You can sort of see it flicks up. See there, it says coal. It kind of gives the game away. It tells you that there is some coal there that the mouse pointer's catching. Yeah, so falling down holes in the dark and breaking your spacesuit, it's a good way to die. It's a great way to die, actually. Looks like my guy's getting thirsty. I have a thirst alarm. What's going on there? 36% thirst. Okay, that's all right. Again, we'll just go through all the motions for the moment. I don't really want this pill. Tracker we don't need. We'll hold on to the bloody iPod. We can get rid of the frames for the moment. Atmospheric analyzer, we're not really doing anything. Flares are handy to hold on to. portable bloody battery charger is pretty good as well. Should probably put that back up in case it rolls away or something. Oh yeah? I'll swap you some water. I think, what is this? Water bottle failed, helmet closed. Oh! That's, that's new. That's gonna be a problem. How am I gonna deal with that? Oh shit. So I guess they changed things a little bit. Ah. Can I just open my helmet and have a drink? Like, fuck it. Let me just test this. Oh no, maybe. How do I see how it says open helmet? Oh, hang on, is it L? No, that's light. Maybe it's H. C? I'm trying to remember what it's not O. P? I think there is actually a shortcut to opening your helmet, since I'm trying to do this with nuance. Let's just fuck it. Let's unlock helmet. Maybe the helmet's locked. Ah. What did I think it was? P. H. C. Maybe not. Alright, well we're gonna fucking try this.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Yeah, it's probably not good for me, but the real problem with that is we probably lost a bunch of gas, right? I guess that worked. The suit's gonna refill. Target pressure. Target temperature. Looks like a... Oh, there you go. It must be I. Is it I?
Temperature critical.
It is too. Okay, cool.
Pressure critical.
Yeah.
Oxygen critical.
Not the best move, but it seemed to work, and I got a bit of a sip in, so that was nice. But probably don't want to make that a habit of opening my fucking helmet to have a drink. Well, that's kind of cool. It's cool that they've added that. All right, so now what are we going to do? We're going to keep setting stuff up. This will start generating when the sun comes across. Probably want to mine some things as well. Again, let's just take stock of what else we've got. We've got build mats there. This you probably want to keep handy in your tool belt if you can help it. I find putting it in there is good. And then what's in 5? Yeah, see, 5 is all this, is some throwaway sort of food and water, which I don't care for. I tended to keep a crowbar in there, if I recall correctly. And where'd my cable go? Did I put it somewhere? Or did I actually run out of cable? Oh no, there it is there. This is how I usually would be set up, is something like that. Okay, cool.
Power low.
Yep, that's fine. That's why we had to set up a power solution. So that's not actually generating at that angle with that. That's a bit of poo. That's fine. Now, what size battery do we have in our life support? Let's see. You bring up 3. You can see here, you can change all your resting pressure and temperature. You've got filters there for CO2. So manufacturing filters will be something we want to deal with, and dealing with the waste tank as well, which on hotter environments like Venus, it expands quite aggressively with the heat, and so you sort of have to come up with a situation to rapidly cool and cycle it all. Anyway, we should be able to just straight swap like that. Cool. Yeah, so for the most part that should be... It's interesting that it's not generating any power. That's totally drained. Should work. It might be because we're still getting a shadow. I don't know. We'll check back in. We'll check back in on that, but that should work. All right, we've got piping, vents. Right, water bottle, data disk. So this is screaming to be turned into an airlock, right? Sensors as well. Well, there you go. There's an airlock chipboard, and that is an actual battery charging station up there. Okay, so that whole kit is to set up an airlock. That's for food, which will become a problem sooner than later. Corn soup, tables, locker again will be good for storage to get all this crap out of the way. What is that one up here? Ore scanner. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to want to build an enclosure and get everything in. I think the first storms come after 7 days, or at least that's how they used to. Paint. This is all sort of just throwaway crap. Advanced airlock. Flags for marking. Some more spare batteries. Masking tape. Portable generator. Portable air conditioner, and a portable scrubber. So that'll be the first things towards getting our environment. I never really used them that much because I was more interested in sort of experimenting. But those will be key about essentially getting an atmosphere in your first habitat, I guess. All right, so we need to build a hab basically now. We might actually use the walls. There should be a wall kit, iron frames. Oh no. I already grabbed them. Cool. Let's just double check that this is charging. It is. There you go. Very good. Might end up having to rely on the coal, especially at night. How are we going to go about this? What do we reckon? How about we go iron frame there. What if we make this an airlock? I can see that. Right. So if we put a frame there. Now, I like the idea of having iron frames all around the airlock, just for the sake of it's essentially a pressure-sensitive environment, right? I already put one down there. Good. As far as these wall kits, though, windows, heating. Not sure. I mean, when we greenhouse and try and make food, we'd want that. I think let's just build windows for the moment. Windows are fine. It'll be something nicer to look at. Oh yeah, put windows on the top. We've got the glass and all that for it. Yeah, I mean, I could just make a tiny little 1x1 room and try and pressurize it. That'd be a good start. Though we do want to store stuff in here as well. So maybe we should actually... maybe we make it like 3... Oh, we'll make it a 2x2. 2x2 sounds reasonable to me. Something like that. Right. How do I pull these things down? Because I placed one here that I want. Might be the crowbar, might be the go. Angle grinder. Right. Oops. Put that there, that there. Put that back. Might as well iron wall. Finish this up. Right. Around like that. Yeah, and I still need to do the floor, I guess. So we'll get rid of this. Chuck on the mining belt. And dig out all of this. Be careful you don't get bullied by the air, because like I said, the pressure model is kind of aggressive. You can get yourself jammed into a crack and clip into the terrain. But again, I haven't touched this in a year. Who knows? Maybe they've ironed all that crap out, or maybe it still plagues the game. Who can say? Not me. Alright, well there we go. That's what we wanted. So, Let's put that back. Iron frames. Cool. So that's pretty much the layout for the time being. Bit of welding is going to be required here. We're going to want to put door kits in there too to set up our airlock door. Alright. Now I think they changed the way airlock doors work, I think. What kits do we have? Composite, roll, manual hatch. That is cool. Look at that. And you can dog it and, well, no, you can't tell on the picture. No, but you got at least, okay, I've got glass door, composite door. Manual hatch. That's interesting. That might be the stand-in for the airlock. That's fucking cool. I'm doing this. We're making manual hatches. Yeah. Yeah, that's sick. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, so it's coming together. A little world in there. So we just got to fill in the frames and weld it all up and that sort of thing. You have to run power into here and we'll have a rudimentary ventilation system. Just air comes in, air goes out. We will get an atmosphere going in here with the air conditioner and such. And then continue to mine. It's good that we've got all this coal nearby because... Oh. Can we... Oh, look, that stopped charging there as well. Yeah. So, getting sort of energy independent as well will be pretty big. And you can actually angle these static ones at 45 degrees. So I suppose what I would potentially do is make a little farm. I think you can make these in the electronics lathe. Not this one, the next one. So we'll work on building that. Maybe get 2 more at 45 degrees each respectively and make a little farm. Between the 3 of them, we can try and get as much coverage as possible in the day. And then later on, you can use logic and programming to create like one that tracks the sun with the different type of solar panel. Anyway, it's cool coming back to this. A bit has changed. A lot's still the same. I still love this game in my heart of hearts. Yeah, so I thought I'd revisit, put it on the channel. Let me know what you think. If this is well received, we'll do some more episodes. It might be like the old days. But hey, look, if the audience has outgrown me and moved on, then so it goes as well. But let's just put it out there and see. Anyway, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.